Hitler's body. Peace, 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 family. I hope everybody is having a wonderful, awesome day. You know what I'm saying? It's yours truly. Tahuti Colossal, Prophet Williams, Baby Buddha, Sensei Hebrew, Wolf of Black Wall Street, the new Beavis, I'm on nothing but head. Tahuti Colossal, if I ain't said that already. Baron Samdi, Young Spawn in the building, you know what I'm saying? And I have to emphasize something very important, brothers and sisters. I love y'all so much, dog. I love y'all so much. It is so important for me to, again, emphasize and stress this to y'all, because from kindergarten to goddamn your masters in whatever field you want to take up in American education, one thing that they're not going to talk about is the dream world, sleep technology. You'll never hear anything about sleep technology or sleep psychology or however you want to call it. Me, I would like to call it meditation to the 10th power. Like, it's like prayer to the 50th power, to the 10th power. This is some extreme control shit that we talking about today. This gonna be some real shit that we dropping today. I need brothers and sisters to get on this frequency to be be understanding how we can manifest things, like straight up, dog. Like we can manifest this shit. But one of my great brothers always taught me. I don't say he always taught me, but he taught me something extremely profound. He say, intention is the strongest language in the universe. So you gotta believe that this shit is in you more than anything. This has to be something that's beyond faith and shit like that. You have to believe. Your belief has to be backed by science, by facts, by things that you come to expose about what the fuck is going on. So again, man, like I say, from kindergarten to the masters or whatever field you want to study in America, why have we never heard anything about sleep technology and sleep science and what it actually is? So that's why I'm here today, to bring this to y'all, to bring this subject matter to y'all. It's important for us to discuss this subject, even though we be babes, even though we probably are still, a lot of us still gonna need milk from the titty. And this may not even be getting to the meat and potatoes of it, but at least we're breaking the ground on some real heavy shit. So again, man, sleep technology, the dream world, the subconscious dream world, sleep technology, and having control of shit, right? Like even in your dreams, you'll do shit in your dreams subconsciously, right? That's powerful, that you'll remember forever. But what if you're conscious about when you roll into your dreams? See, now, it's been said there are CIA documents, there are declassified CIA documents that talk specifically about how the mind acts as a laser when it's uninterrupted. The mind acts as a laser when it's uninterrupted. This would be the halo. This would be you achieving your crown chakra when it's uninterrupted. And so we are bombarded all day and overwhelmed with distractions to keep us from tuning in to this frequency that would allow us to get to our crown chakra or our halo, right? So again, sleep technology, brothers and sisters, I just love it. I love the whole idea of this shit, man. I love it. Because again, this is how I know, this gives me great inclination to believe that this is how we really built the pyramids, because there's a reason why all of the mummies have a resting position, have a resting look, and they have a sleep type of look. See, before everything that we've done today, everything we do today has been renamed by these motherfuckers. It's been renamed by the synagogue of Satan. Fuck it, I'm gonna be saying this shit to the end of time. By the synagogue of Satan. Everything we do has been renamed by this structure. We are under a system of technology, brothers and sisters. The synagogue of Satan majors in technology. Is you picking up where I'm coming from? God damn, is you picking up where I'm coming from? The synagogue of Satan majors in the science of technology. So therefore, it would behoove them to even expose us to anything about the power of the dream world, about the mechanics and the sciences of the dream world. Now, and I say this because prior to colonization, prior to our encounter with the beast, prior to our encounter with the synagogue of Satan, you would have to ask yourself, was this even called sleep? Did the term sleep even exist? The term sleep didn't even fucking exist. The term sleep is some new ass shit. Just like the word Jesus, just like the letter J is some new ass shit. Jack, Jill, and Johnny, the way that is pronounced and enunciated is some new ass shit. The whole term sleep is some new ass shit. Cause I'll bet my fucking bottom dollar that the ancients, that the ancestors did not just call that shit sleep. Sleep is way more advanced than we'd like to even give it credit, than we have even taken time to fucking process and assess. Sleep is way more advanced than we've ever taken time to process. And again, your body subconsciously, after you sleep, you feel better. Your body heals itself. Your body finally has a chance to do with something that it can do for itself, because unfortunately it's at the fucking behest and it's at the mercy of us in the program of the synagogue of Satan all day, because we fucking influenced by the system all day. So our temple is overwhelmed all day until we go to sleep. When we go to sleep, our temple finally gets the fucking chance to do some shit that it can actually do. And it serves us so fucking well. It tries its best when we're asleep. Now imagine if we could even fucking point 0.1% be conscious of that process, of that healing process. I tell you, man, your body does it by itself, even without you even thinking about it. So programming yourself, and I look at it just like a game, right? They say energy is never destroyed, it's only transferred. Energy is never destroyed, it's only transferred. Information is transferred. Data is transferred, right? All of this is from as above, so below, brothers and sisters. You know what I'm saying? The computer came from the workings of the human biology, period. You know, so when you're transferring information and downloading information, sleep is the link so you can download this shit, so you can transfer your information over. But if you're not even conscious of this process, then it's just like unplugging the game while the update is trying to process. You know, it's just like unplugging the computer while the update is processing. If you're not conscious of the actual process of transferring your information and energy from this world to the sleep world, because you can damn sure do it. And again, there's a reason why we haven't been exposed to this science, but there's a reason why all of the mummies have a sleep looking position. And again, you have to question, if the term sleep, if it was that, there was no fucking term called sleep with the ancestors. It was not that. It was way deeper than that. That was a time where they took time to manifest. That's why I say that shit is like prayer to the 10th power. Because imagine if you can go into that state even with a peep of consciousness. Imagine. Real shit. And it's something that they keep us from. That's why we're bombarded with distractions all day and we're overwhelmed by distractions all day. They got social media running your mind. You know what I'm saying? You know, ADHD is major today. People are flipping through that shit. And attention span ain't even no longer than no longer than 10 seconds. In actuality. Can't even hold a real conversation with people. Can't look nobody in the eye. Because we're not even used to looking at anything for over 10 seconds. So how the fuck we gonna look you in the eye for a conversation? Is you picking up what I'm putting down, brothers and sisters? So again, this is something that they have completely kept us from the science of. And they're aware of this. They're aware of this shit. And Baba D. Gregory said this before his transition. You know, those are the 3 silent killers in America. Sleep deprivation, dehydration, and constipation. Sleep deprivation, dehydration, and constipation. People ain't getting enough water for real. People ain't getting enough sleep, and they full of shit because they eating processed food that it has no life in it. They eating anti-life foods. You know what I'm saying? All of these things actually work against the science of what I'm trying to tell you about. And so just because they haven't brought it out to you or they haven't exposed us to it doesn't mean that it doesn't exist. America existed before Columbus came here, before Columbus seen that shit. That's why the word discovery is an interesting term to me. Because when you discover something, that means that you've been missing it all this time. That means that you've missed it. When you discover something, that shit ain't just pop up the day you discovered it. That means it's been there. And it's been there for you. Somebody's been using it. Somebody knows how to use it, possibly. When you discover something, that means you're a latecomer. So, we have yet to discover the science of sleep technology. This doesn't mean that it doesn't exist. This doesn't mean that it's not being used or can't be used. Once brothers and sisters get into the rhythm, into any kind of rhythm of sleep technology and how to walk into the dream world with any kind of consciousness, niggas gonna be cooking with gas. And the whole concept of death may change based on that shit. Very powerful. And that's a fact. So again, sleep technology is extremely important. Because if niggas had any kind of rhythm into that shit, niggas would be able to manifest so much more here. Motherfuckers say, oh, giants and extraterrestrials helped our ancestors build the pyramids. This is very possible because they understood sleep technology. They understood dream world tech. So when you on that level, of course, multiverse beings finna come fucking manifest with you and they gonna give you the secrets of shit. They gonna, yeah, you gonna be working on a whole nother level, bro. Again, we are in an era, in an age of technology. We are programmed and bred in a system of technology. The pyramids were built because they were bred in a system of enlightenment, knowledge, and all that shit. It's interesting that they say, oh yeah, you know, in the primitive times, you know, the primitive people, the root word of primitive is prime. Motherfucker was in a prime. So you kind of have to question, like, are we the leftover ashes of the prime? Of prime time? You know? This is just shit that crosses my mind, you know? Extremely important for brothers and sisters to understand. I'm gonna tell y'all right now, I'm gonna tell anybody right now, dog. Catch the Hunters Amazon series, the series on Amazon called Hunters with Al Pacino. I'm gonna give y'all some real game, some real straight drop game. If you really want to know how this system is working, go watch the series Hunters on Amazon. Now, you don't hear nobody talking about this series. This is Al Pacino, brothers and sisters. Anybody that knows film, anybody that knows Hollywood for real and knows acting, knows Al Pacino is fucking the one, a Denzel type motherfucker. He is creme de la creme, Will Smith type. Al Pacino ain't never took no series. Me knowing acting as an art, I look at it as an art. It's a form of art. And I know Pacino probably, he looks at it that way too. Pacino is super educated. He probably the type motherfucker that went to Harvard for acting. He went to school for acting. So he understands it as an art. For him to add this to his catalog as an actor, it means something. It means something. And when I say the idea of this shit is so real, it's fucking scary. This is actually the realest horror shit. This is some real horror shit, but it's so fucking, ain't no fictional ass Jason running around, ain't no Freddy Krueger, ain't no motherfucker with no costume on, it ain't no Chucky, but this is some fucking horror shit. Like when you really put your mind to it. And if you understand Operation Paperclip, brothers and sisters, if you don't know what Operation Paperclip is, that's when World War II happened and America and all the other United Nations went into Germany, and when they took down Hitler, supposedly, when Hitler fell, but mind you, highlight the most important thing, Hitler's body was never found. You know what I'm saying? But all the United Nations went in and they took all of Hitler's top Nazi scientists and war generals and doctors and shit and medical specialists, took all of his top Nazi specialists and they gave them immunity. They gave them different IDs. They changed their identities and they turned them up. You know what I'm saying? But again, they took, in Operation Paperclip, they took all of Hitler's top Nazi scientists and doctors and generals, and they gave them immunity. And based on all the research, you can ask anyone, they say Hitler's body has never been found. Hitler's body was never found, you know. And Hunters is breaking down how the surviving Jews, or their descendants, the descendants of the surviving Jews, are trying to hunt down these motherfuckers who are given immunity through all of these different, you know, under the United Nations, you know, spread it out and allocate it amongst all of these different nations under the United Nations. So from Russia to damn, you know, from Russia to fucking Switzerland, you know, to America. Everywhere across the globe, anything that the United Nations has touched is where these motherfuckers could be. And there's a war between the surviving descendants of Jews and the Nazis, the synagogue of Satan type shit. The shit deep as fuck, bro. It's super deep, super deep. You got to watch it. You got to watch it. You got to watch it. And see, I was going to make this a whole nother video to talk about this shit, but fuck it. I might as well just put it all on y'all. I ain't even finna play, man. I'm finna, you know, whatever I got some shit to drop on y'all, I'm dropping it on you, man. And I want y'all to go check it out. And, you know, let's chop it up on this shit. Let's politic on it, you know. because it's beyond interesting. It's actually the fold. It is actually the plot of what we are going through right now. And you have to be in tune, because the interesting thing is, for anybody that even believes in scripture, if you believe in scripture and you believe in a judgment day, in a sense, if God was to come back, if the Most High was to come back, let's play hypothetically speaking, in a scenario that the Most High was to come back and we was all to see a judgment day together. Actually, as much shit as we talk about the white man and all of the shit that we know about the Illuminati and all this sacrificing and blood rituals and all this shit going down, the fact that it's actually out there, they could actually tell God, like, hey, we told them, we did it. You know, we told them the truth, though. They just still went along with this shit, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, they'll actually be able to tell God that, hey, we put it out there. It's out there. You like, even if they do it through shit like 12 Years a Slave, or they do it through shit like Hunters, this series I'm telling you about, they still telling you the truth, bro. It's just whether you decide to fucking pick the ball up, pick up the rock and run with it, dog. Like, it's all about how you gonna play the game now. It's all about how you moving around the board now. How you gonna play chess now? How you gonna play the game? And again, that's why I say the transfer of information. Energy is never destroyed, it's only transferred. And if you're even anywhere conscious of that transfer, when it's time to go to sleep, and you demand certain things, you command certain things, when you get tired, you're gonna be on a whole nother wave. And if we get masses of people, different groups and masses of people thinking along this frequency, moving along this frequency, we'll be cooking with gas for real. And you'll really be able to show humanity some shit that we ain't never seen before. For real. So I just wanted to bring that to y'all, man, the sleep technology. And go watch the series Hunters, bro, because it gives you a great idea of the whole scope of the war that's really going on. Because I be trying to tell y'all, man, they use the whole black and white shit to kind of keep us blind a lot of times, because the war is way bigger than that. For we do not wrestle against flesh and blood, but against principalities and spiritual wickedness in high places. This is scripture. That shit real. The war is not against flesh and blood, but against principalities and spiritual wickedness in high places, brothers and sisters. And we are, as I said before, we are bred by a program in a system of tricknology. The synagogue of Satan majors in tricknology. Its main science, the main science in the synagogue of Satan is tricknology. So study and show yourself approved, brothers and sisters. Study and show yourself approved. Study and show yourself verified. Study for your own validation. And once you understand, once you even comprehend how important it is to them to keep us distracted and to keep us killing each other, then maybe you'll get an idea of how important it is to maybe catch on to these concepts and ideas that I'm throwing out to you, bro. You know, you got to know how vicious the enemy is to understand the love when your brother or sister, when family is really calling out to you, you know. This shit's extremely important. You know, I was telling somebody the other day, I love when, if you read the history books, it said colored and white, white and colored. You know, I used to actually kind of like that because it lets us know this shit. Colored people all around the planet. Everybody black, everybody melanated, everybody got melanin. You know, colored is melanin, melanated, same thing. I'd rather be on CPT. I'd rather be on colored people time than just black people time. And it's cool, but if you understand that there's a group of black people on every continent, again, colored is the shit. And I always say, the freer this country became, the more they started to see, the more the enemy started to see, damn, everybody's colored. So we gonna have to break this shit down a little bit more. Goddamn, you Hawaiian, you Pacific Islander, you Italian, you an Indian, you an East Indian, nigga, you Black American, you African American, you damn Asian, you Hawaiian. They started breaking that color shit up once the freer America became. I've been seeing they've been talking shit about going to war with China, and truth be told, America made China a superpower haphazardly because they didn't want to pay Americans because they didn't want to pay black people. America made China powerful because it didn't want to pay black people anymore. It didn't want to pay Americans, for real, for real. So that's how the child labor sweatshops and all that shit really began and really derived. Child labor sweatshops in China are a derivative of the hatred that the government has for American people. The power of China is a derivative of the hatred that the American government has for its people. And now China's wrong because America has subconsciously made them a superpower because it doesn't want to pay its citizens. Yo, and Iran and fucking Russia and what's the shit? Russia and Ukraine at war, Biden giving them billions. Again, I'm gonna say it, I'm gonna always say this shit. If you ever wondered how the Jews got so rich, if you ever wondered how some motherfuckers that wasn't from here got so rich, and it's like, how? Same, look at Ukraine right now, Exhibit A. Russia and Ukraine is Exhibit A. You can call Putin the modern day Hitler type shit. The modern day Hitler. And Russia and Ukraine going at it, and they giving them all that money. They giving Ukraine billions and billions and billions of dollars. So guess what? Them motherfuckers gonna come here and they gonna beef up the white population some more. Because the white population need numbers, bro. That's all they know. They just need numbers. So even if that means that they gotta beef them up through a little political stunt like this shit and bring them back here, however they gotta do it. However they gotta funnel all the money that we giving them. Because make no bones, it's really the money that we giving their ass. And we wonder why we broke and why we struggling even more, and how these motherfuckers come up with billions and billions to get these motherfuckers. It ain't just because they printing it every day. It's because we paying that shit. We giving them that shit. Believe that. So, you know, this is the cycle. This is the cycle that we will continue to be a part of. This is the rat race we will continue to partake in if we don't tune in to sleep technology. Because sleep technology is knowledge of self, ultimately. See, what I'm doing is I'm reminding you of who you were. I'm reminding you, you are God. Too many times often we forget this shit. We forget this. We ain't just mere humans. We are part of God's body, seriously. And we got real other kind of work to be doing. And we get distracted by the world. That's why I say the synagogue of Satan, this system of technology is based and rooted in keeping motherfuckers distracted so they can come nowhere near their crown chakra, so they can come nowhere near their halo. Not even to begin the concept and the idea The soul is the sun, baby. Your soul is the sun. And when you understand shit like that, the soul is the sun. The same way that when you go to sleep, the same way the sun goes down, inevitably you go to sleep, your sun goes down, your solar plexus, your upper body. It's extremely important to understand these type of things. And inevitably, the same way the sun has never missed a day. The sun has never missed a day. It goes down every day. The same way that you go to sleep every day. The sun goes down every day. And inevitably, without an alarm clock, without any alarm clock, you're going to wake up in the morning. No man has ever slept 24 hours without being chemically induced. No human being has ever slept over 24 hours without being chemically induced. That's the sun. That's solar energy. The sun has never missed a day. As long as you're here, you never miss a day. You rise inevitably. Solar plexus, man. The same way that your shit, you rise up every day. You rise up every day without fail as long as you're here, right? But you never miss a day. As long as you're here, your soul never misses a day. Your spirit hits your body and you rise every day. The same way the sun rises every day from the night, from the dark. And you come from the dark, the sleep, the dark. You awake every day into light. You're the Christ, brothers and sisters. I love y'all so much. I love you so much. You know. And again, that's why I stress this sleep technology shit. And just being conscious of it, being mindful of it. You can definitely astral project and lucid dream. You can do all that. Tell you, put a bucket of water under your bed. If you have a bed that you can put it under, put a bucket of water under your bed. And before you go to sleep, just ask a couple questions before you go to sleep. Like, be mindful of a couple things that you really want revelation on, that you really want to be revealed to you. Ask a question or two that you really want to be revealed to you, or whatever you pray about type shit, you feel me? Like, put a bucket of water under your bed, and before you go to sleep, just ask a couple questions, one or two questions that you're really mindful of. That's the way you can start. You can do way more. You could guide yourself in really however you want. Faith is what you make it. That's the hardest shit since praying. You know what I'm saying? The most powerful rituals are the ones you do for yourself, brothers and sisters. I mean, the word spiritual, you have to know some kind of ritual. You have to be doing some kind of ritual. Spiritual. You can't be spiritual without some kind of ritual. And again, the most powerful rituals are the ones that you do for yourself. Faith is what you make it. Intention is the strongest language, number one language in the universe. Brothers and sisters, I love you. My heart is light as a feather, man. It really is. It really is. I hope y'all having the most wonderful day again. Hope y'all having the most wonderful day. Y'all see my line be blowing up, but it's all love, It's all love. It's beautiful, beautiful. Business is everything, Either you're gonna have a busy man or a broke man. Nigga ain't got no time. Which one you want? You choose. So, I'm finna get up out of here. Y'all tap into this dream world, to this sleep technology, and this astral projecting. We're gonna chop it up on this shit. For real. Go watch the Hunter series. And I be telling folks all the time it's important to watch that shit because when I used to watch the History Channel, I used to watch the History Channel a lot when I was young. One or the other, either it was gonna be Discovery Channel, National Geographic, or the History Channel. Because the History Channel used to be good as fuck. History Channel used to be having like ancient aliens and all that shit on there. You know, I think that's the ancient aliens used to come on the History Channel. They didn't even come on National Geographic. You hit me, you know. So that's why I was hooked to the History Channel. You know, but then they changed the History Channel to the American Heroes Channel, and I'll never forget. And I have videos of this shit. I'll never forget when they changed the History Channel to the American Heroes Channel. They started running Hitler marathons all fucking day. Hitler marathons. You know how you can turn on the TV guide and you can see shit that's been on from 3 p.m. to 11 at night to 11 p.m. You know what I'm saying? They were running fucking Hitler marathons from 3 p.m. to 11 at night on the American Heroes Channel, subconsciously telling us Hitler is an American hero. So it goes back to this series, Hunters, that I'm telling you about, which they're actually implying that Hitler's still alive. Like I said, they didn't find Hitler's body. They didn't find Hitler's body. They gave the Jews all that money and they gave the Nazis immunity. Brothers and sisters, look, man, I got shit to do. Y'all got homework that I done given you. We don't keep this shit cool and stay true. You know how we do. You know what I'm saying? Put it in the air for a few. You know what I'm talking about? Pull up a little DJ Screw. Ooh. Chill. Holla at your boy, man. Proper Williams. You know what I'm talking about? Tahuti Colossal. Y'all have a great night. Wonderful. You hear me? Chill.